Time now for your forewarned weather.
Hey, welcome on back, everybody. Let's get this forecast started with a look at the time lapse from our Black Desert Resort yesterday. Notice a couple clouds streaming on through. We still do have some of those clouds this morning, but that'll clear on out. And then we had a gorgeous sunset. Look at that. We have a pretty sunrise too. This is from Bear Lake. I'm going to step out of the way so that you can really get the full picture. Gorgeous. Look at the colors there. Beautiful pastel blues, oranges, yellows, and reds. Temperatures right now are in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. A couple 80s there as well. Upper 40s in Bear Lake, which is where you saw that live camera. 55 degrees in Cache Valley. 76 here in the Salt Lake Valley, so still pretty warm. And then we have 60s and 70s down I-15 and 80 degrees in St. George. Now up here on the Wasatch Front, we actually have quite a wide range of temperatures. Just saying it's 74 degrees is not quite the correct answer here. We have temperatures in the 60s, 70s, and we were just in the 80s in Salt Lake, but it's cooling on down. 78 degrees in Sandy, 60s for Provo and up in Ogden as well. As we take a look at what to expect for the next few hours, it's going to warm up into the 70s, still hang out in the 70s for the Wasatch Front, depending on where you are. Again, we do have quite a wide range of temperatures this morning, but we are going to become a little bit closer as the sun gets up. Temperatures in the 90s by noon, 95 degrees by 1 p.m. with a clear sky. Clouds will start to move on in towards the late afternoon and evening hours, but nothing that's really going to provide too much shade. 99 degrees by the evening and triple digits, it's not out of the question. We did hit it yesterday. We do have red flag warnings in effect for the whole state, with the exception of Summit County there. The Wasatch Range, West Desert, and the Wasatch Front, as well as the West Desert in central and southern Utah, including Cedar and St. George. That'll be in effect until 9 p.m. tonight. But as we get into tomorrow, we do have a couple still holding on until 9 p.m. on Friday on the eastern and south central parts of the state. Wind gusts are going to be in the 35 to 40 mile an hour range with humidity in the single digits to teens, so that will make for critical fire conditions into Friday. Our future smoke model is looking fairly optimistic, at least compared to what we have been seeing over the past week. A little bit of haze is still going to be around, but the thicker plumes of smoke will be more towards the Four Corners region, and a little bit if you're downwind from the Monroe Canyon fire. We do have a stream of some smoke that could be impacting the Wasatch Front this evening, but it'll just be a little bit of haze. It's not going to be too bad. And then the winds will shift to a more westerly flow, and that's going to push that smoke right out of the state. Again, unless you're downwind of the Monroe Canyon fire, then you'll still get a little bit of smoke. Our upper level futurecast shows us the big picture here. We have high pressure to the southeast, low pressure to the northwest, and the winds funnel through the two systems, bringing gusty conditions today across the state. And then as we get into your Friday, we do have milder conditions thanks to this low pressure system dragging some of that cooler northern air into the northern parts of the state. It will stay windy and hot down in southern Utah, though. Mild conditions hold around through the weekend into Sunday, and then high pressure builds to kick off the work week, and that is going to allow temperatures to stay warm and the active weather to stay to the north of us. Unfortunately, we really do need the rain here. Our regional forecast shows we are going to be a few degrees above average by about 5 degrees, give or take a few. 99 degrees on the Wasatch Front, 92 in Cache Valley. We have mid-90s down I-15, 92 degrees in Cedar City, 107 for St. George, 90 degrees up in Rock Springs. That's pretty warm. St. George is going to stay warm for the next while. Triple digits holding on for the foreseeable future. Windy conditions into the weekend as well, so even though the red flag warning expires in that area, you still do want to be careful. Partly cloudy skies on your Sunday before things dry out even more and warm back up to kick off the work week. The Wasatch Front at 99 degrees today, and again, we could hit 100 degrees, mostly sunny skies. An increase in cloud coverage as we get into Friday and Saturday, as well as Sunday, thanks to a cold front that'll be moving in, dropping temperatures into the 80s, but then we warm back up next week, and we could be hitting triple digits again by the middle of the week.